Aloha, my friends. I'm coming to you live with another astrological update because some really exciting news. Today we have the sun, this big, beautiful, bright, shining sun. And if you're in California, the northern hemisphere right now, the sun is heating up, getting ready for this big 4th of July celebration coming on July 4th, next Tuesday. And so I thought, wow, what an exciting aspect to talk about because there's so much excitement in the air. I can feel people coming together, traveling. People are thinking about this next year in the political world, but for right now, it's all about the celebration of the US, the birthday on the 4th of July. And how amazing that leading up to the 4th of July, today, we have the sun, the soul, right? This bright, powerful, vibrant energy, the sun, right? Without it, we wouldn't have life on Earth, in Gemini conjunct Mercury. And Mercury is the planet all about communication. It's all about expression, teaching, learning, movement, travel. It's also the sign of the media. It's also the sign of networking, coming together, right? Spreading information. Gemini is all about information. Mercury is all about information. Of course, one of the symbols for Mercury is Hermes, right? The god of communication. He has little wings on his ankles, and he travels and he delivers the messages of the gods. And so Gemini is a messenger. It's the messenger planet. And Mercury is the planet that rules it. And so we have Mercury and Gemini conjunct the sun. And in astrology, when the sun is exactly conjunct Mercury, you think, wow, great, we're lighting up communication, we're bringing soul energy to how we express ourselves, we're going to have brilliance, we're going to light up our ability to communicate. Communication could come in, things could be illuminated with how we think and how we perceive and the things that are expressed on the media and through communication. And all of this is true. However, at exactly conjunct, or 1 degree apart or 2 degrees apart, it's called combust. And so when Mercury and the sun are exactly conjunct, it's almost like the stove is on too hot, right? Or it's almost like we're out on a sunny day and it's high noon, we don't have a hat on. And it's like, whoa, that is a lot of light. And so when we have so much light, you might have felt a little tired today, a little bit sleepy. I know I took a little afternoon nap, which was definitely needed. You might feel like your head might just feel like full, or you could be having brilliant ideas. Another thing I think could be happening is I think the solar light combined with Mercury could be affecting ATM machines or the checkout at the grocery store or even technology, right? Because Mercury is communication. So please comment below. Let me know if today on, June 30th? Wow. Almost over with June. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because tomorrow's the 1st. It's the first day of my class tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to be teaching a 6-week course all about how to read astrology charts, right? How to read 13 sign astrology charts. And I'm really excited to be doing this in Gemini season with Gemini, Mercury, and Sun conjunct because Gemini is all about teaching and learning. It's a time when our minds are the most active and we're thinking about stuff, and it's a good time to learn. It's a really great time to learn. I wish I'd known this when I was younger. I would have taken more courses in June and July. So it starts tomorrow. There's still time to sign up if you want to hop on the train. I'd love to have you join us. I'm really excited. I feel like I'm a kindergarten teacher for 13 sign astrology. I like to bring in bright colors and beautiful imagery and make it experiential. Utilize both sides of the brain, so it's not just like a boring, this is the sign and the planet. It's like, no, well, how does this really important? Why does this feel? How does this feel? How do we perceive this in our lives? Why would we care, right? So yeah, you can message me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com if you want to join us. It starts tomorrow. Anyways, Sun, Mercury, how have you been feeling today? Have you been feeling clear-headed? Have you been feeling excited? Have you been feeling sleepy or tired? Where have you been at? They call this combust. And so when Sun and Mercury are combust, it can just mean like too much heat to the head, right? Too much light to the noggin, right? Because Mercury to me is like mind. Sun is light, it's bright, it's heat, right? So I knew that was happening in the astrological chart, so I just stayed out of the sun as much as possible today. I always had my hat on because it was super bright, it's super, super potent. And I just took the day off. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna try and make my mind work when that solar light is so strongly shining on the planet of thought, right? So that said, in the next couple days, as the sun gets a little farther away from Mercury, the planet of communication, and they're both in Gemini, oh my goodness, this is such an amazing time for communication. Do you have a book that you've been wanting to write? Do you have an idea you've been thinking about? Do you have a presentation you'd like to give? Do you have a song you'd like to write? Do you have a class you'd like to take? Or do you have something you'd like to study? With the Sun and Mercury together in Gemini, it's such an amazing time for learning, for traveling. Is there a trip you'd like to take? Gemini rules short trips because Gemini loves the variety of life, the spice of life, the changes, the things that are always, they love variety. I always think of Gemini energy like a field of butterflies, right? Beautiful butterflies. And they're never still, are they? They're always like, going from flower to flower, right? Here's this beautiful flower here, smelling the flowers, pollinating the flowers, right? So that Gemini energy is really all about the spice of life, the variety of life, the ways in which we can find lots of new experiences to grow and to learn from, right? And so with the Sun and Mercury in Gemini, short trips, communication is like a little bow on my head. It's all about finding that mental spark of what we're interested in learning, what we're interested in growing in, trying new things, going new places, meeting new people. It's all about networking, right? When we see that field of butterflies, they're not alone, are they? They're out talking to this person and that person and that person and that person and that person, right? It's such an amazing time to get out there, get social, go to the beach, go out into nature, connect to each other, because Gemini is air, and air likes to move, it likes to circulate, it likes to taste all of the many varied experiences that this beautiful life has to offer. Super exciting energy. And I'm gonna stress again that, Gemini is the media, and we have Mercury conjunct the Sun today. And then we're leading up to a full moon on the 3rd, the day before the birthday of this country. And that moon is going to be opposite the Sun and conjunct Pluto retrograde, which is the planet of depth, transformation, plutonium, power. Pluto represents the deep buried subconscious. It's secrets. It's things that are buried deep inside of us, deep inside consciousness, deep inside, what's been happening on the planet. And so that knowledge may be coming up to the surface with this full moon, especially around the 4th of July, especially around it being the birthday of this country. So I'm going to create a whole video all about that. I wasn't even planning to make this video, but I look at that chart and it says Sun conjunct Mercury, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to tell you all. So the next couple days, definitely wear a hat. Definitely watch out for the Sun. It's heating up. It's super hot. And Mercury is how we think. And so with the Sun being conjunct Mercury, it can cause a little bit of a hot head. Like our head is hot, like our brain's overwhelmed. And it's funny because on Wednesday and Thursday, I was like really struggling with my thinking, and I was like actually having it happen in conversation with people, and they're like, oh, it's just really hot out. And now I know Mercury was coming really close to the Sun, and people were complaining about, it was really hot, like heat on the brain. Okay, so drink lots of water, take it slow, don't push yourself. If your brain's just like slow right now, it's that hot fire energy of the Sun being so close to it, and that's going to ease up as we go forwards. I also want to know, you can comment below, it was a bit easier today, wasn't it? Yeah, we moved out of the Uranus conjunct Moon aspect, which was intense, man. And I actually talked to a friend later that day who'd had all this conflict in their relationships. And I was like, that was the moon with Uranus stirring stuff up. So You know, I love to hear your stories. I love to hear your feedback and your comments. Please like, follow, subscribe. I really love and appreciate all of you. It is a gift and a blessing to come on here and share with you the current, most up-to-date 13 sign astrological information. My name is Lotus Dawn. My business, Blossom with Lotus, because it's all about blossoming. It's all about blossoming into our full potential, why we're here, following our purpose and our path, and releasing everything that gets in the way of that. So if you have questions, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I'm still offering $1 a minute sessions. Quite an amazing deal. And I'm doing my course tomorrow, starting on July 1st. It'll be a 6-week course. If you want to join us, get on board. You can message me, blossomwithlotus@gmail.com. And I just send you my love and gratitude. I hope you have an amazing couple of days. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday to our country. It's a beautiful day. Get out into nature. Connect to your heart. Connect to this earth. Remember, we are co-creating heaven on earth. And I know it looks far, far away from that. But we have the power. It is happening. Choose your light. Choose what makes you joyful. Choose what makes you feel lit up, and you can make it happen. So much love from my heart. Aloha, everyone.